Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, welcome back to the channel. My name is James Ward, head professional at Dewsbury District Golf Club, and today I've got a full set of potentially the best irons of 2025, most forgiving, loads of distance. Well, we're going to find out, and they are the PING G440 irons. So I've got a full set here, 5 to pitch and wedge, and I'm going to be playing a few holes only using these, and then we're going to be using the GCQuad launch monitor to get some numbers. So I would say before we get into playing golf, I would say I'm going to get a lot more distance, and I would assume that the ball flight is going to be maybe too low and too penetrating for someone. So someone like myself, you know, low handicapper. These are game improvement irons, so probably for higher handicappers. But I'm going to use them today and see what I think playing a few holes. Currently using the Strixon ZXi irons, so we're like other ends of the spectrum. So we're going to see how they feel on the golf course and then bring some numbers from the GCQuad launch monitor as well. So we've got a beautiful September's morning here. It's a bit cold actually, but it's absolutely perfect to be out here golfing. So we've got par 5 first hole, 10th, 500 yards, a little bit of a dog leg so can play shorter, but I'm going to hit this 5-iron, which my 5-iron probably I would play it maybe 195 yards. So let's see, you know, 500 yards, let's see if we can get there in 2. I nearly did with the i530s when we did that full test. So let's see. Yeah, see, that for me didn't feel like a great strike, but it's gone all the way to the ridge there. Just an easy club to it. Let's go. So second shot, we're gonna have to go over the corner. Gone a long way this 5-iron though, considering it is a 5-iron for a shot. I would usually hit driver. Let's just watch for that gorse bush. Could usually take it on, but not with this club. Flying so straight, like, so them 2 5-irons, I know it's early, but 2 5-irons there, they've flown dead straight. I'll probably expect to have a little bit of curve on my shots, but I reckon these clubs could be hard to turn over, and that's what I'd want. I'm not bothered about shot shaping. I just want to hit it straight. All right, the only issue with irons only is with 71 yards, and we've got to hit a wedge. So if we follow JW Golf, we'll know that this is not my favourite yardage. But if it's 71 yards, this is probably about 140, so it's like half a swing, but we want to probably 50 yards. It's going to skip and run on to that back flag. That's a bit right, but I'll take that. Pin eye shot. Nice little skipper. Nice to play with that wedge, really. You know, when you think you've got no chance of hitting short game shots with it, actually felt quite nice. Right, well, there's no fudging this one, because we're the first on the green. No retakes of this. I think right edge. Oh, look at the water. Go on then. Did come from that side, but I'll take it. Solid par to start there on the par 5 10. Solid par to start. We get onto the 11th hole, Dewsbury Golf Club, another par 5, 5-11. This is going to feel long. 10 we can cut corner a little bit. This will play its yardage. Same again, beautiful. Striking it well, but it just not turning offline at all. Beautiful ball flight, easy as well. So I'm a little left here, but we are good. Just probably played that a little bit like I would, same line as if I were in driver. So we've just finished a little left. If we pick target as always, we can show. So there's a tree in the distance. I'm not going to reach the green, but I can get to the place to hit a nice wedge in. Blocked it, but it's safe. Going to require a little wedge shot, but still nice. You know, 5-iron there. We've blocked it 20 yards, so that's well within dispersion. It wasn't like wild. We just, you know, if we were hitting a green there, it would just hang next to it, so you can really feel the forgiveness, and it just not creating like chaotic shots from that like off center. It's, you can feel the speed off the face. You know, it's got new, what's it called, pore flex face. You can feel how that's helping you. Feels fast off it as well. It'd be interesting to look into the numbers to see how far they're actually going as well, see if I'm gaining loads of distance. But actually we've left 97 yards. I tell you what, sometimes a good tip to come and play with only a few clubs, because I've got 97 yards here, so it's full 54 degree, but I'm obviously using wedge for the purpose of the video. So, you know, we're trying to, this would be classic wind play stuff. You're trying to hit a club now a distance, so like we could probably land it close to it, but so 97, I'm trying to land this 95 yard and allow for a little bit of rollout on our greens. You know, have you got, is it a swing length? So 100 yards, 135, 140 full. It can't go along that. Pitch on the green, yeah. Back edge, nice. Nice leave. So you've got to, it's a great way to find that, you know, like if you're playing into the wind and you've got to cut down them shots. Try it. Few clubs only, bit of practice. We've gone a little long here. So we're just on this little bare patch. It's actually sat quite nicely after on all that. It's trickled down there. So we obviously got the wedge. So let's see if now we can't, I can't hit this normally because it is going to shoot. So let's see if now we can sort of, you know, maneuver the wedge a little bit. Could we play it a little higher and a little open to try and get a shot that's going to go higher and stop? Ooh. It's short a bit, but it's on there. Chance of a par save there. Not ideal. Apologies. My iPhone has just said I've run out of storage. But the putt just set off right and we did miss it. So I can't, there's no excuse. I've got to hold this one. Sets off further right. Yeah. iPhone cut me off. But like I said, there's no, first one missed and we tapped it in. Second one in, no excuses. Schoolboy error. Storage full. Sorry. But it's a 6. It's on the card as a bogey. So a bogey. Bad bogey really. We still only had 100 yards. Should be hitting the green with that. Pin at the back. Those rooms. So par 4. 368. So be nice here to use one of the mid irons maybe if we hit this well. That 5-iron's beauty. I mean, look at the flight on that. It's so high still. So when you're thinking it's, and I have read that before, when you know when we're talking loft here, loft's strong. This will be about 21 degree, but that has got enough height on it that it would hit a green and hold a green. We might see that on one of the par 3s that we're going to play in a second, but yeah, it's not coming out like a low bullet that you'd not be able to play with. That is still going high, plenty of distance, and more importantly, so easy to hit as well. 166, so perfect. I'm going to hit 7-iron because it's early morning, it's freezing. Don't think it's going to go far, so we may have too much club. There's a little bit of incline as well, so it's a long way. I mean, it looks it as well. So 7-iron here. Beautiful strike on that. Not moving. Yeah, on the green. Probably about pin eye. Maybe just to the right hand side of that. But yeah, mid-iron. Mid-iron there, good. I've used the 7-iron before on the initial review that we've done, but yeah, we're on the green. Let's try and make it up. So, but yeah, that were a nice shot. with that 7-iron, high and towering, sort of pitch them out around there, so it's stop dead. I know we've got wet greens, as you can see here. We've had the rain, so it's softened up, but that's what I'd expect from my irons as well. I think I'm getting more distance. I think we're at that time of year where distance does get hurt. It's a perfect putt, James, online. Water spraying up. Another par though, you know, on a tricky par 4 that would be. We've used 5-iron off the tee. 5-iron, 7-iron. Gives you that confidence to it, you know, 7-iron to within, how wide's this? 25 yards, so yeah, perfect. And once again, if you're in the market for a set of irons, I think you've definitely got to try these. You know, if you want, they have actually made them. They're game improvement irons, but they look really good. Like they now look good behind the ball. The feel of them. One thing I have heard is the sound of them, maybe a little bit clicky, but you might get that from a lot of game improvement irons. But I must admit, I think the sound of these is okay. Obviously, that's something for yourself to go and check out when you're trying them. But yeah, sounding good today. So as always, when doing tests, we have been hitting a few shots on the GCQuad launch money. So we've hit them same clubs. We've had good golf balls into the net, so we can get some quality data. And as we're looking at it now, so on here we've got pitching wedge to 9-iron, and there's two things really that I want to point out. One, that my yardages haven't changed much, which was quite shocking. Although when we get into longer clubs, that's longer. That's like a 5-iron. That's probably like my 4-iron, especially today on a coldish morning. Once again, so and it's not really, you know, it's not really changed. But and then this column on the end is the descent angle. So with like the wedges, 9, everything really, you would be happy hitting that into a green and getting it to like hold as well. Spin number's good from it. I know we're on a mat, so we've got sort of like a perfect surface there to do the test. Good golf balls. And there it's 8's probably picked up a little bit. 7, yeah, up to there. So I think it's maybe pushed it up a club, which the lofts would tell us that that's going to happen because they are stronger lofts, so they're going to go further. But what's interesting is it's still keeping a good launch angle there. I can see from the shots that I've hit so far on the golf course that they're holding and they can hold a green, but so forgiving. If we just go down there, that's a 5-iron. Okay, one bad pull, usual for me. 6-iron, little turny. 7-iron, good. See, it's still a tight dispersion from 170 yards. Left one there with the 8, and then there was a rogue one with the wedge there, but a little push, maybe we weren't lined up right. But yeah, so distances probably as we'd expect, although a strange one with the wedge, but that's probably what you'd want. You don't want it too strong, but very good descent angles there, so there for you to just have a little look at on there. Right, so 13th hole, this is a long one. This could be 5-iron. This could be 5-iron, 6-iron, then we've almost used them all. Boys are there walking his pet bear or whatever that is. Huge dog was. No target acquired. Yeah, see, it's off centre. Well, not perfection strike, but holding ups where you're aiming for it. Yeah, really nice. Loving the 5-iron. So we're 190 out. So it is the 6-iron. What a guess from me. We're almost blocked out, but it's amazing the line you've got to choose now when you're taking off at distance. But let's see, 6-iron. Left of the pin. Maybe let it drift. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect strike, just cutting exactly what I wanted it to do. And onto the front edge of the green. Yeah, beautiful. That's like normal yardage as well. I don't think I'm gaining like loads of yardage here. I just think they're feeling easier to hit. So it's a big question now, like why wouldn't we all put these in the bag? They're not like I sort of shaped that one, but I want meaning to. I want it to hit straight. Yeah, why aren't we all using these? Take that all day with a 6-iron. May have just pitched on that front. Yeah, I'm not sure this is giving me so much more yardage than my own irons. You know, stronger lofts, but maintaining that flight, but keeping it and making it so forgiving. Let's try and sink one. Maybe a bit harder with the water. Not that hard. Oh, what a putt. What a putt. Swear down, I just do not hold putts. Although I did the other week actually. Friday, nice 66. This was on fire. Boom. So final hole, 16th hole. This is a 194 yard par 3, so chance to get outside, chance to get that birdie back, that shot back that we've dropped. Yeah, we've got, it's actually measuring 181 to the pin. It's on the front, but uphill. So this is the club that I would probably use. 5-iron. And it's right at it. Just cutting off it on the green. So there again, one. It's probably a slight off centre. Hey, we can probably just see it actually. So just a slight out the heel, it's created that cut shot up to the flag, but taken that distance, hopefully, up to the flag. So that's 181 uphill. Maybe we can get this 2 back. Maybe they get that shot back. So we've hit a beautiful tee shot. 12-foot swing, hopefully nicely. Had to go in that. But an easy free, an easy, you know, flighted tee shot there. So there we have it. We've played 10, 11, 12, 13, 16 here. 1 over par, good finish there with a nice 3 up on this tricky par 3. But I think all in all, the G440 irons, great clubs, great tech on them. What they've created from that forgiving iron is a forgiving iron that can be used, I think, from anyone just starting the game, so as high handicap as you want to go to, all the way down to, I don't think there's a limit on who could use them, because there we've got a flighted 5-iron that stopped on a green. You know, the pitch mark was the front of the green there, and we've rolled on here, which, you know, when you're coming uphill, that's what we'd expect to see. You've seen them flighted shots on a 6-iron. That's me, scratch golfer, with, you know, 110 mile/hour driver swing speed, and I can still flight them, and I can still stop the ball into the greens as well. So super forgiving, fast off the face, good ball speeds, and distance is distance for me. But I would be thinking, as long as I know them distances, can I flight the golf ball and can I stop it on the greens? And the answer is yes. So an all-round perfect set of golf clubs there. Look good behind the ball, which I think that would be the then choosing point for a set of irons. But if someone said to me, you've got to use them PING G440 irons, I'd say happy days. Yeah, that's fine by me. As always, leave all your comments below, any thoughts, that if you've used them, if you've got any thoughts or questions that you want to ask me, let me know below in the comment section, or drop us a message. As always, I'll get back to everyone as quick as I can. Thank you everyone for watching once again. We'll see you next time. Take care.